This is XY Spark, restoring holistic, healthy masculinity. Hello, good morning, and welcome to another one of our program here on XY Spark. This is your boy Rolando, your men's life coach. I hope that you guys all had a fantastic weekend, and I hope that you were able to reach some of your goals. How is your family doing, guys? How are you doing? Were you able to do some amazing things this past weekend? Right now we are here in northern Alberta and you are tuned to Morning Mania. The theme for today is Motivation Monday. We just want to continue to remind you that Morning Mania is a program designed to provide a meal in the morning for men on the move with daily motivation, inspiration, and life coaching tips that seek to motivate, empower, and nurture a changed mindset. I am your boy and men's life coach, Rolando. Right now, the Weather Network is reporting that it is a cool minus 14 on the outside. Feels like minus 19. Guys, you may be wondering, is Rolando losing his mind? What does he mean? I mean rather, to tell you that our weather has went back into the below 0 degrees Celsius. Yes, we experience and we have been experiencing here in northern Alberta a lot of snowfall. And so, yes, or we have spring back into weather, and this time it's deeper than before. So, guys, if you're enjoying spring, I want to say good for you. Yeah, we're still waiting here. Maybe we're going to skip spring this year and go right into summer. I don't know. But let's see what Mother Nature has in store for us. Motivation Monday. Motivation Monday. My mind is one place in my body wherein if I am not in tune, if I'm not connected, if I'm not focused on the reality that life's journey is a mixture of both elements of light and dark, good and evil, hope and hopelessness, fear and courage. Life is a huge mixture of different scenarios where you and I, by virtue of our existence, are caught in the middle of this chaos, quote unquote. And every decision we make, every choice we take, every thought that we ruminate on long enough can take us to one side of the fence or the other. As men, as human beings, every day we are challenged to explore the possibility of staying in tune and staying connected and seeking to have that balance that keeps us grounded so that we can maintain the motivation for life, the motivation to have hope, the motivation to be optimistic, the drive to continue to living our best life, the motivation to quit the desire to hurt and harm ourselves or to hurt and harm those in our lives that we love. The motivation to recognize that the more time I spend to blame the society, to blame politicians, to blame religious leaders, to blame our parents, to blame our failed relationships, to blame ourselves for things that we did in the past. That if we had the chance to go back today with the same skills that we have, we would have done differently. The moment we are not able to break away from these cycles is the moment the passion to stay motivated and the drive to keep going and growing is the more we will miss the mark. Motivation Monday brings to us a call to action to recognize that if I am going to do something to change my situation, to change my circumstances, I've got to move away from the idea of seeing the glass half empty to seeing the glass half full. I've got to move away from the idea where I am not blaming the world anymore, but I'm focusing more on the things that I can control. That's going to give me the drive, the urgency, the push that I need. That's going to help me to become a better version of myself. That's going to help me to become a force to reckon with. That's going to help me to heal from the mistakes and the pain of my past. That's going to help me to recognize that yesterday's shortcomings do not determine today's transformings. Yesterday's shortcomings does not hinder us from making healthier decisions today. Yesterday's shortcomings does not help me to have a new beginning, does not stop me rather from having a new beginning. Yesterday's shortcoming is not your final destination. Yesterday's shortcoming, yes, though you may say, Rolando, I'm paying the penalty for that right now. However, I want you to recognize that even though you may be paying the penalty, yesterday is in the past, and it's time now for you to start that process of recovery and healing. I'm not sure what your situation is. You may be experiencing a terminal illness. You may be going through a serious financial challenge. You might have lost a battle this past weekend. You might have been betrayed by someone who you trusted. You might have discovered something that you never knew existed. This weekend, you might have decided to come clean, and now you are experiencing the consequence of that, and you are questioning whether or not you should have. But I want to just remind you and to challenge you that the things that have happened in your past or the things that are happening today, the more time you spend to be consumed with the worry about it, is the more time you're going to miss out on living and enjoying the moment that you are having right now. You see, motivation is not something that happens today and we forget about it tomorrow. Motivation is not something that takes place in our lives where we are waiting for an opportunity to start practicing it. But motivation is really you recognizing that the only thing that I have control over are my choices to experience life in the moment. You might not have lots of money, but enjoy life in the moment. You might have just lost an important relationship, but learn to enjoy life in the moment. You might have a big business deal and it did not go through the way you wanted it to, and you were so excited thinking this was going to be it. But hey, even if that did not work out the way you wanted it to, I want you to take a step back and recognize that hey, if I am going to enjoy life in the moment, I've got to practice some gratitude right now. What am I thankful for? Hey, does it hurt that this thing didn't work out? 100%. But what am I thankful for? Could I start being thankful that, hey, you know what? That one didn't work out, but I still have a lot more ideas in me. I'm going to dust myself off and start my journey towards recovery. What am I thankful for? This past weekend, Rolando, I would normally get hammered, but I was able to control myself a bit more. And today I woke up, I don't have a hangover, and I'm not fully engrossed in the repercussions of using excessive drugs. So I'm thankful that this past weekend I was able to make a better decision. I was able to save money. I did not go to the casino this week, Rolando, and waste so much money and then end up in serious financial difficulty. So, what am I thankful for? So, what are you thankful for? And I want you to take the initiative to practice that and develop a celebratory mindset where you're able to learn to be more thankful for even the small things that you were able to do differently this past weekend. Motivation Monday is talking to you. It's challenging men like you and men like me to be more mindful that your decisions are in your hands. And if you are committed to yourself and to the task, you'll be able to start a shift. You'll be able to become an icon as you develop that attitude to grow. And so, as you go off in this week, think about setting a goal. What's your goal for this week? What would you like to do differently this week? I'd like you to write it down somewhere. And I'd like you to start working on that goal as you're able to recognize that the motivation that I need, it's right there within me. It's just waiting. It's yearning. It's there for the taking. But you have got to do it. No one else can do it for you. Love yourself. Treat yourself with respect. Be compassionate towards yourself. Believe in yourself. Break those unhealthy cycles and grow. So I'd like you to repeat this thought after me. I'm a winner. I'm a champion. I'm a winner. I'm a champion. I can do it. I believe in myself. And I'm going to stay true to the task. I'm a winner. I'm a champion. I believe in myself. And I am going to stay true to the task. Thank you for joining us here again on XY Spark. This is your boy and men's life coach Rolando. And we continue to remind you that at XY Spark, we believe that there is a spark in you. This is XY Spark, restoring holistic, healthy masculinity.